買住相依翻啦，師奶。
幾多銀啊？
5毫子。
貴過頭啫啦，講貴邊度貴啊？
買翻你貴啦，家人好啊。黃啊生鮮啦，
新鮮嘅啫，你睇落頭啫啦，講貴邊度貴啊？
買翻你貴啦，家人好。
I ought to wow him back into puke.
你溫搞咗啦，你唔使做咯。
Why didn't you just tell them?
Oh, I told them they've earned their money and they don't have to argue anymore.
You mean you set this up? Chung, look, I came to Hong Kong for authentic stuff. I won't stand for phony setups, and let's get that clear right now.
Miss Martin, I thought...
It's all right. Pay him off. Don't worry about it. I just won't use this shot, that's all.
Pardon, but are you not Miss Kate Martin of Newswear magazine?
Well, how'd you know?
I have a friend who has a very important news story for you.
Well, have him come around to my hotel.
He's over there in the courtyard, but he does not wish to be seen. Will you come and speak to him, please?
Well, I'll speak to anybody who's got a news story for me. But it better be good.
I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
Do not call out, Miss Martin, or I will be forced to shoot.
What are you...
Call your assistant. Now, Miss Martin. Call now.
John!
What is it, miss?
March camera, please. Please.
You're exposing my film. Now, look here, whatever you're up to, there's no need...
A word of advice, Miss Martin. Leave Hong Kong.
Hello there, Glenn.
Tell me. Tell me it isn't so.
Tell you what isn't so.
Tell me Kate Martin isn't in Hong Kong.
Oh, she's here, all right. Your heart beating a little faster?
I think it's going to stop. What kind of trouble is she in now?
She's making a report in the building right now.
Now, look, I don't intend to spend all day being shunted around from clerk to clerk. I want action, I want Inspector Campbell, and I want both. Now, what are you going to do about this? My guide's hit over the head. All my film is exposed.
You have the report, Mr. Ling?
Right here, sir. And that is Mr. Chung, the guide who is with Miss Martin.
Oh, yes. Have him wait outside, please.
You seem to be in your usual fine form, Precious.
Glenn Evans, I thought by now you were in the old newspaper man's home.
Just one foot in it so far. Now, darling. I don't know what happened in Mexico. Just let bygones be bygones, that's all.
I'm going to slug you, sweetie. Quite the opposite.
I hate to interrupt, but after all, this is my office, and I should be getting kissed if anybody is.
That can be arranged.
Oh, no, please, not till I'm off duty. And in the meantime, what's the story behind this?
I don't know. I was just minding my own business.
Minding your own business.
Which was exactly what?
Color spread on Hong Kong. Pictures, captions, East meets West, melting pot of the Orient. Silks and English tweeds, chopped suey and roast beef.
Well, that hardly seems calculated to offend anyone.
Plus the fact that I just got here this morning. I hadn't shot more than half a dozen pictures.
What sort of pictures?
The usual. Tiger Balm Gardens, the airport, the hotel, a street vendor, a cafe, things like that.
Oh, the Chinese girl should be mixed up in this, didn't it? What did she look like?
I don't know. All I saw was the blue-black cannon that man kept poking me with.
Did he say why he wanted you to leave Hong Kong?
No, he and the girl just took off and left me to play Florence Nightingale to my guide. You think he's involved in this?
No, I know Mr. Chung. He's an extremely reputable man. However, I think I'll have a talk with him, if you'll excuse me. I'll be right back.
Well, now, Miss Martin, you're quite sure you came to Hong Kong to get a picture story for Newsway, huh?
Girl Scouts honor. No yellow journalism, no double crosses. Everything on the up and up.
I wish I could believe you, darling.
Tell you what. You help me find out why my film was exposed, and I'll share the story with you. Good enough for you?
Almost.
Oh.
And I can trust you, of course.
Always.
All right. Well, I have got one thought. It's kind of crazy, but it may lead somewhere.
Somewhere?
No, really. We take the same route you traveled today, and we retake each picture at exactly the same time and place.
No detours.
No detours.
Mm-hmm.
Attention, please. Flight number 421.
Picture number 1, where to now?
Hotel.
Peninsula?
Mm-hmm. After I registered and got hold of Chung, I went out and shot the entrance.
Ooh. Back of which is a very cozy little bar.
And then Chung and I went to the Tiger Balm Gardens.
Yes, dear. Hotel without bar, Tiger Balm Gardens. Come, precious. Number 3. Now where?
Pearl Street, Chinese Cafe.
Check. Well, what's so special about this?
That's just it. A family place where ordinary people go. People eating, drinking tea, 4 old men playing mahjong, 2 local ladies gossiping. It's wonderful local color.
Yes, darling. Where were you standing? East?
Other side of the curtain.
Let's go. Here?
Mm-hmm, that way.
Ah, Miss Martin. You take more pictures, I see.
Yes, the one I took yesterday didn't turn out very well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is my friend Glenn Evans, Mr. Fang.
How do you do?
I'm honored. I would be even more honored if you would sample our unworthy menu.
Oh, it's very nice of you. We have to run along.
May I hope that our picture will appear in the famous American magazine, Miss Martin?
No, if it does, I'll send you a copy.
I will be most grateful. Good day, sir.
Good day.
Good day.
Lun Poi. Nãy trong trong pan la.
爸爸，呢次一定唔會令你失望。
先啊，蒟蒟
平啊，幾多銀磅啊？
7毫子。
咦，唔新鮮，唔新
點解唔
鮮，
睇7毫子？買翻啦，
5蚊
一家人食㗎嘛，可以啦。
Well, that just about winds it up, huh? Let's go.
係啦。
Well, we'll just leave the film off to be developed, and then I think we've got time for A little drink at the apartment.
Nice try, Glenn. I think the cozy little bar at the hotel's safer.
Miss Martin, you don't trust me.
Trust you? How could I trust you? Every time I do, we don't get any work done.
How could you say such a thing? Why?
Havana, Paris, Moscow, Budapest, Tokyo. Not to mention the back seat of a London cab and the jetliner over the North Pole.
Well, at least we're always consistent. How come you forgot about Mexico City?
It was a little different.
Mm-hmm. Is that why you left so suddenly? Oh, no.
What's the matter?
Battery's dead or something. That's funny. Wait a minute. Isn't this the spot where you had your trouble?
Yes, in that courtyard.
Sit tight, honey. I'm going to go across the street and make like I'm phoning the garage or something. Now, just wait here.
Don't go far.
I won't. Just sit tight. I'm going. You know, it looks like we really got something here.
Anything out of the ordinary there? Not that I can see. How about you, Miss Martin? Any comments?
Everything looks perfectly normal to me.
Well, let's try the next one, please, Mr. Lee. If there's anything there, I can't see it. Next one, please, Miss Lee.
Beautiful composition, don't you think?
Splendid. Next picture, please. Ah, it seems to me I know that place.
Don't tell me it's an opium den.
No, it's a perfectly respectable little restaurant run by a chap named Feng.
Yeah, we talked to him.
All right, Mr. Ling.
No, wait, hold it. Slide it back a minute.
See something, Glenn?
I don't know. Any way you can blow this guy up in the Mahjong game?
Yes, I can make some adjustments.
What do you think you see?
Do you remember the judge who walked out of his court one summer in 1946 and was never seen or heard of again?
Judge Amos Molson?
This was a famous disappearance in America.
Yes, I remember hearing about it. Never a clue found.
That's right. This was the biggest news story of the year. People are still speculating on what might have happened to him.
Are you going to tell us that you saw Judge Molson in that picture?
Oh, wait a minute. You all set?
All set.
What do you think?
It is Judge Molson.
Mm-hmm.
It really is, Inspector. We found him after 15 years. Glenn, do you realize what a big story I've got here?
We've got Precious.
Yes. Of course.
We get out here.
Here.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful view.
Are you out of your mind? We're 2 steps behind a red-hot story, and you want me to look at a view?
The judge has been missing for 15 years. 5 minutes isn't going to make any difference. Come on. Come on. There.
It's grand. Now let's get back to...
What are you planning to do?
I don't know. We have to find out where he lives, don't we?
They're not going to tell us, are they? We've been there twice, and the after effects haven't been exactly pleasant. If we use our heads, we'll find someone to lead us to where he lives.
Like how?
Like by standing here and thinking about it for 5 minutes.
You're impossible.
It's not what you said in Mexico City.
I wish you'd stop talking about Mexico City.
Why, Kate? What happened? Why did you run away?
My editor wanted me to cover a story in Berlin.
You weren't due in Berlin for another week.
I didn't want to get involved.
Everybody has to get involved sometime, Kate.
How long would it have lasted?
I don't know. I was willing to take a chance.
I have a bad habit, Glenn. I bruise easily.
Is running away going to solve that?
No, but it helps me to avoid it. I was in love with you, I guess. Maybe I still am. But there's only one thing in the world that I'm really sure of, and that's my work. And that's the life and philosophy of Miss Kate Martin. Enough of that. Let's find somebody to lead us to the judge.
A very nice picture. Very nice. Most flattering to my poor place of business. But why have you troubled yourselves to bring it to me?
We're rather interested in talking to the man playing mahjong with you, the one in the, facing the camera there.
Ah, yes, Mr. Jones. He's an expert at the game.
That's his name, is it? Jones.
That is the name he's been called ever since I've known him. Is there something wrong?
Oh, no. We just want to talk to him. You don't know where he lives, do you?
I've never asked, and he's never told me.
Uh-huh. Well, if he comes in tomorrow, would you mind calling me at this number?
My curiosity is unpardonable, but is he involved in something illegal?
Oh, no. We're just making a kind of a survey, you know, interviewing English and Americans living in Hong Kong, you know, how they like it, things like that. You'll call me?
The moment he appears. Good day, Miss Martin. Mr. Evans.
Good day, thank you.
Good day.
I believe now everybody has been served. They are incredible, Maylene. They remind me of dames in Vienna. Surely you didn't make them all by yourself.
Oh, no. Frau Klaghorn helped me.
I told you I had not forgotten, even though it's more than 40 years. Mr. Fan.
Where is Mr. Jones?
What is it, Father? Has something happened?
The newspaper people were back. They asked many questions.
Questions about me?
About your face in the photograph they took today. I begged you not to return to the cafe.
But now you must leave Hong Kong at once.
And I've told you, old friend, I've no intention of changing my way of life. And besides, how would we manage without each other?
We are concerned about you, not about ourselves.
Don't worry about us. You have to leave.
Miss Martin and her friend, Mr. Evans.
I'll deal with them.
No, General. Answer it, Maylin, and bring him in here.
Wait. You will not let me hide you.
Many years ago, I was decorated by the Tsar for marksmanship. And I assure you, my eye has not lost its cunning.
Thank you, General. I'll remember that. But this is a problem I must face alone, if you don't mind, my dear friends.
Of course.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Let him in, Maylin.
Come in, please.
Thank you.
This way, please.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Yes, you have, Miss Martin. This is May Lynn, Mr. Fang's daughter.
And you, I presume, are Judge Amos Molson.
I am.
How do you do, sir? My name is Glenn Evans. This is Miss Martin.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Won't you both sit down?
Thank you.
I'm sorry about what has been happening. I didn't learn what Mr. Fang and his family have been doing to protect me until this afternoon. My apologies if they caused you any trouble.
That's quite all right, sir. I suppose you realize that meeting you is kind of like running into a live brontosaurus in Central Park.
I had hoped that people had forgotten me.
Not a chance. You're the principal item on every list of mysterious disappearances there is. How'd you manage it?
It was very simple. I shipped aboard an Orient-bound Liberian freighter as a seaman. The very last place anyone would look for a middle-aged judge. Would you like some tea?
Not for me.
No,
thank you.
This has been an afternoon ritual. My own blend of tea out of my own cup.
It's quite a museum piece.
Yes. It was made in the 11th century by a noted craftsman named Chung Wo. The red dragon on the side was his special hallmark. But we were talking about freighters, weren't we?
How long were you on yours?
Long enough to grow a beard. Then I wandered from place to place in the Orient until 8 years ago in Hong Kong I encountered Mr. Fang and some other congenial people. So I decided to settle down.
What happened to the beard?
It itched.
What made you disappear in the first place?
I'm afraid I can't discuss that. So if you'll excuse me.
But we want lots more from you.
I'm sorry, but I've said all I can say. And I am really quite tired.
Not going to start running again, are you?
No. Not running. Not anymore. Maylene will show you out.
Protecting somebody back home?
I don't know. We'll find out more later.
Miss Martin, Mr. Evans, I wish to apologize for what I've caused my son and daughter to do. You see, I feared when the picture was published in your magazine, Miss Martin, people would recognize the judge.
Well, why did you take it on yourself to protect him?
Because we did not wish to see the judge die.
Die?
Yes. Only last year he took us into his confidence. I am honor-bound not to reveal the details, but exposure would mean certain death for him. They can affirm that.
We are persons living on the judge's bounty, Mr. Evans. And we will die when he dies.
Perhaps not literally, but they will be destitute.
Please do not expose him. It means so little to you, but it means so much to so many others.
Let's go to the cable office.
No, wait a minute, Kate. I don't think I want anybody's death on my conscience. Those old people with nothing else left but their pride, I don't want them on my conscience either.
Then you believe them.
Yes, I do.
Your big story back home.
I know.
That little Chinese girl's eyes get to you?
Yeah, maybe a little.
What if it's a stall?
Oh.
I mean, a stall. Give the old boy time to run off again someplace. India this time, or Africa.
Something tells me it's not a stall.
Something tells me it is.
Well, you're voting, I take it, to go ahead.
And you're voting, I take it, to hold back.
Yes, I am. Look, let's give ourselves time to check, see if he really is in danger. Huh? What's one day more or less after 15 years? Now, come on.
All right, my darling, check away. Judge Oldwine, Mr. Franconi is here.
Send him in, please.
Why aren't you in court, Your Honor? The wheels of justice are grinding to a halt.
This is no time for jokes, Harry. You seen the news from Hong Kong?
Yeah, I read it on the way over. Pretty smart reporter, that Kate Martin.
What are we going to do about it?
Me? I'm doing nothing. It says there that he wouldn't say why he took it on the lam. No skin off my back if he does.
You don't want to be charged with having bribed a superior court judge, do you?
Maybe I ought to be your lawyer instead of you mine, Judge. You never heard of the statute of limitations?
It still can be brought out. Besides, Harry, he took $100,000 from you.
If I lose 100 grand on a race, do I bump off the horse?
Listen, Frank.
No, you listen to me. I know what you want, but no soap. You're not going to con Franconi into doing your dirty work, not this time.
Harry, if he talks, it means impeachment, disbarment, and possibly jail for me.
Just say he was lying.
I never told you this, but when he left, he took some office memos and records, tying the firm in with your number syndicate and a dozen other things.
That won't bother me. It's all your baby, Judge.
I've got to stop him from showing those papers to anybody. Can't you help me?
Well, I know a guy in Hong Kong. Pretty good man. Satisfaction guaranteed. You could reach him right here. Give him my regards, Your Honor.
I want to make a person-to-person call to Hong Kong.
Sorry we're late, old boy.
We?
Oh, I'm here by invitation. Kate, I mean Miss Martin, asked me to escort her over from the hotel.
Oh, how charming.
Darling, I was afraid it wouldn't be safe after meeting Judge Molson and everything.
You mean you told him about the judge?
Now, don't get all steamed up. He's not going to do anything about the judge.
Oh, well, that's something, isn't it? You shouldn't have told anybody.
Of course.
Mr. Evans?
Yeah.
Cablegram. Most urgent from New York.
Oh, thank you. That's it.
You'll excuse me, won't you?
I want you to hear this. How come opposition beat on discovery Judge Molson in own backyard? Story byline Kate Martin. Front page every newspaper in the country. Rush follows soonest, pictures, personal interview, why vanished, etc., or start looking for new job.
Stay like your hair, darling. After all, we're both newspaper people.
Both human beings, too. Did she tell you what this would mean to the judge?
She told me what his friend said, but I'm inclined to take Kate's viewpoint.
Which is it? It's all hokum. I thought so this afternoon. I still think so.
It's hard to believe he's still in danger after all these years. But if he wants protection, I'll be glad to supply it.
Well, after all, darling, I didn't give them his address.
It'd be pretty easy to find him with what you did give, wouldn't it?
Don't be a sorehead just because you were fooled and I wasn't.
Excuse me.
But this I expected, Mr. Evans. You told me I was still in the news.
You take what I was told was practically a death sentence pretty calmly, don't you? Or was what Malin and the others told me this afternoon a bunch of malarkey?
No, what'd they tell you?
They told me if we reported you were in Hong Kong, you'd be killed. Now, is it true or not true?
True, I'm afraid. That is, if Harry Franconi is still alive.
If you mean the syndicate Franconi, he's very much alive. Kind of respectable these days. What did you do to him?
I took him, I believe the phrase is, for $100,000. It isn't a very pretty story.
You feel like telling me the story?
I was brought up in the slums. My father never had anything but a violin and a very strong sense of morality. I wanted more than that. Money, power, prestige, and I didn't care how I got it. Harry Franconi was the open door to everything I wanted. In time, I became his undercover legal advisor. Oh, he paid me well in money and finally a superior court judgeship.
That's where the $100,000 came in?
Yes, a bribe, though we didn't call it that. To hand down a decision allowing him and his fellow racketeers to take over a very important corporation. I suppose a man never ceases to escape the voices of his youth. My father and his violin. Anyway, at the last minute, I couldn't go through with it. So I ruled against him.
And I guess ran for your life.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do with the bribe money?
I kept it. Though I know I had the strength to hand down a proper judicial decision, but not to give up the bribe money or face the consequences. That money, Mr. Evans, is being used to help others. And it will continue.
Judge? Judge? Judge Molsom?
Where is he, Maylin?
I thought he was here with you.
What?
Why didn't you assign him a bodyguard?
He didn't request one, Judge Alwan, and I at least didn't realize that he was in serious danger.
What a pity.
Sir, do you mind telling us exactly why you came to Hong Kong?
I came to see Amos. When Miss Martin's story broke, I caught the first jet. We were very close friends, and I thought that I'd be able to help him. I certainly didn't expect. Inspector, Judge Molsom has been missing for more than 24 hours. Without sparing my feelings, would you tell me what you think might have happened?
There are three possibilities. Either he disappeared voluntarily, or he's being held somewhere, or he's dead. I've no idea which.
Your men haven't found anything?
Hong Kong is like a rabbit warren. During the Japanese occupation, there are people who remained hidden in attics and cellars for years. However, I can assure you we're doing everything we can.
Well, you'll keep me informed if anything turns up. I'm at the Peninsula.
We'll keep in touch.
May we have a statement, Mr. Alwan?
Well, I don't know what to tell you, except that I hope with all my heart that Judge Molsom is alive.
Glenn. Look, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry for doing what I did, but I honestly didn't believe he was in danger.
Okay, fine.
Where are you going?
You want to get another exclusive story, you do it on your own, huh?
All right. I will. Driver, the Peninsula Hotel.
It is true, Mr. Evans, that during the occupation, many people hid from Japanese in attics in secret rooms. But not in this house.
There is no attic here. It would be most foolish for Judge Molson to be under this roof.
Can you assure me that nobody's drinking out of the judge's dragon cup?
It is I who use the cup. I've always admired it.
Listen to me, please. I know you're trying to help the judge, but believe me, the only real way to protect him is to give a full statement naming names.
Don't you understand, when this whole thing becomes public, there won't be any point in killing him? Please, if he is here, let me talk to him.
I'm sorry. He convinced us. It's for best.
I see. Come in, Mr. Evans. The quarters are not large, but they're comfortable. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Well, have you got something to say to me, Mr. Evans?
Ramez? Ramez! I'm here.
The police, they found him?
The police have found nothing. If you hadn't made that blunder, I wouldn't have had to come to Hong Kong. We wouldn't be having all this trouble.
We will find him in the end. And then?
Who is it?
Kate Martin. Judge Olwine, I have a proposition for you.
Come in, please.
I know you're anxious to find your former partner.
Still my partner. I've always hoped that he'd return. Go on, please.
Well, I have a hunch. It's more than a hunch, really, that I know where he is. It'll take me a little time to check it out.
And then?
I'll take you to him. In return for the exclusive story of your meeting and everything he tells you.
Well, that seems fair enough. You're sure that you can find him?
I think I can. I'll phone you here. And remember, no other reporters.
Now, you have my word. Miss Martin, don't call him unless you're absolutely certain that you can find him.
Right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Ramez! Follow her. And when she goes to her phone, make sure that she's calling me, and then grab her. Because I don't want her to tell me where the judge is hiding.
But why not? This is what you want to know, isn't it?
When the judge is killed, I don't want anything to connect me with it. Particularly not a testimony from her saying that she told me where he was hiding.
And how will we find out?
You can force that information out of her, can't you?
Yes, I can.
So John Olwine is in Hong Kong. Where's he staying?
Peninsula Hotel.
It's been a long time.
Look, Judge, once you speak out, they won't dare try to kill you. They'll be too busy running for cover if you have the right ammunition.
I have?
Then go to the consulate. Turn over everything. Then a notarized statement, and the whole thing's over.
All over? It's not an easy thing for a man to tell the world that he was a cheat and a liar, Mr. Evans. And that's what I was.
Then what are you going to do? Keep on running? That's the only thing left for you to do.
Give me an hour, Mr. Evans. Then I'll go with you, I promise. But first, I've got something to do.
You gonna leave the house?
No, I'm going to stay here. Come back in an hour and I'll go with you.
Okay.
That is very interesting.
Glenn, how nice to see you.
What are you doing here, Kate?
Well, I might ask you the same thing. Did you come in the back way, or were you upstairs visiting a sick
Now, listen,
friend?
Kate, we had an
I'm in
agreement.
something of a hurry, Glenn. Goodbye. It was so nice to see you all again.
What did she want?
She said she was looking for you. I tried to assure her you were not here, but she insisted on waiting.
Mr. Irwine, this is Kate Martin. I found him.
All right. Hang up. Now, come with me. Well?
There was no one.
Now, Miss Martin, will you tell me where Judge Molson is in hiding?
I have told you I don't know.
We both know you are lying.
Look, I don't know where you got the idea that I know anything about the judge, but I don't.
Miss Martin, I'm not a patient man. You should understand that, I suppose. And I'm prepared to make you talk. Understand that, too. Hello? Yes, I have her. But she's not talked yet. Judge Molson called you?
Yes. Just a few minutes ago. Now, he wants to see me. He wants me to come to his house. That's right. That means we're going to have to work quickly. And together.
Just get him out on the balcony. I will be on the roof across the street. Yes. I will leave at once. I must go.
What about her?
Kill her. Now
look, I don't know anything. And I'm not going to say anything. I promise.
It won't make any difference.
Are you all right?
Yeah, fine. You?
Oh, I'm glad to see you.
Listen, you gotta be afraid to stay along with him?
Scared silly, but I'll do it if I have to. Where did the other nice man go?
Across the roof from Molson's with a rifle and telescopic sight. Listen, you call the police, tell them to get over to Molson's right away, okay?
Yeah.
Good girl.
Len,
What?
forgive me?
You call the police.
Come in.
I'm John Irwine.
Oh, yes. This way, please.
Thank you. Amos. Amos, 15 years and you've hardly changed.
Oh, I've changed, John, and so have you.
A little added weight, perhaps.
But look at me. What brought you to Hong Kong, John?
Well, I read about you and I came to warn you.
Warn me?
Yes. When Harry Franconi read the news, he called me. Amos, he still wants his pound of flesh.
Then you're still mixed up with Franconi.
Well, in a sense.
Does that sense include your duties and responsibilities as a Superior Court judge?
That's a funny question coming from you.
I'm going to earn the right to ask that question.
Am I to understand that you're going to expose me?
Yes, John. You and Franconi and the others. But I'm going to give you a chance, John. A chance to run if you want to. That's why I had Mei Lin call you.
But we're friends. I risked my life coming here to warn you. Going against Franconi. Well, perhaps you don't believe that I came to warn you. I talked to the police and I've arranged for a guard. Let me show you.
Doesn't make any difference, John. This is something I must do.
There's a man stationed out there on the roof.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. I believe you, John.
I want you to see for yourself.
John! They said we can go aboard, Miss Martin.
Yes, I know.
You will take care of the Countess and my other friends.
Yes, I'll send you weekly reports.
For Tokyo, Honolulu, and San Francisco, downloading
That's us, Miss Martin.
number 3.
Yes, I'll join you in a moment.
Bye, Mr. Evans. Goodbye, sir.
I'm running again. Huh?
The old habits of the hard ones to break, that's what they say.
Will you miss me?
Oh, I'm not really quite sure.
You really mean that? I mean this.
Attention, please. Will Mrs. Gail Carter please report to the booking counter?
Now I've got Mexico City and Hong Kong to remember.
请各位留意，Gail Carter 太太來買票。